Hi everybody, this is Ian, streamer for this video series. I just wanted to jump in to explain what's going on with this video. It's a little bit unusual, and the reason for that is this is actually a re-upload of this particular episode. We had to do a re-upload because the original episode, I fat-fingered something and it got screwed up. We didn't manage to capture any of the game audio. So the first time I uploaded this, we had the video with no game audio, but the silence was a little bit weird and a little bit uncomfortable. So I edited together a new version that has just a couple of select clips from the La Mulana soundtrack mixed in the background, just so there's a little ambience to go along with the what would have been otherwise silent gameplay. And of course, the draw of the video is our very useful discussion about how we are solving La Mulana together. I don't know if this is going to result in like a copyright strike or something like that. I guess we'll find out together. Fingers crossed on that one, but the video is going to start in just a moment. I just wanted to let everybody know what was going on. Thanks for watching. So let's kick off. I'm going to load up our game here, but I'm actually going to start with a plug tonight. I'm sorry, I know you guys didn't sign up for this. This is for our viewers on YouTube. And I don't know, actually, if we have any viewers on YouTube who aren't us, you never know. But I just wanted to call out the fact that my company, Digital Eclipse, we're participating in Extra Life, which is a game streaming fundraiser for Children Network, Miracle Network Hospital, let me say it right. We're doing that on November 4th, 5th, and 6th of this year. We'll be streaming from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. And it's a fundraising drive. I'll share the link in the description. Please come join us and watch, or join us and donate, or donate and don't do either of those things. But yeah, we're trying to raise money for sick kids. So check it out. All right, advertisement over. Let's jump in. We were fighting, as I mentioned just before we kicked off, we were fighting Tiamat. So we're just going to kind of resume that. My plan initially for tonight, we got a lot of stuff to cover that's post-Tiamat. Not a lot of stuff, actually a very small amount of stuff. But let's see if I remember my controls here. Once I'm hoping, the thing we're missing is the magatama jewel, and I'm hoping that beating Tiamat will get us the magatama jewel, because if not, I don't remember precisely how to get the magatama jewel, or directly or indirectly for beating Tiamat. I don't think that we'll just get it for beating her, but I'm hoping that it will lead to us getting it. We got maybe 30 minutes tops of stuff to do after that, and then we're off and running in terms of stuff I don't know how to do. So let me check what I have equipped in terms of software. Oops, I turned off my map reader. I have Miracle Witch and Bounce. That should get us the Weapons Fairy. But I'm actually going to do something slightly different. I'm going to turn off Miracle Witch, and I'm going to turn on Death Bee. Why am I doing that? One piece of software, and I'm not sure if it's Death Bee, I just think that it is, actually increases the amount of time you're invincible after taking damage. So that's something that's also very useful for this fight. So if that's the right piece of software, that's going to do us wonders. But anyway, we just need to beat up Tiamat, and hopefully it won't take too many attempts. I was saying before we started, I was going to be optimistic and say that it's going to take one. But we'll kind of give it a shot and see how it goes. I'll be very, very embarrassed if we spend a lot of time doing this. What can you do?
Well, when you consider it, no matter how many times it takes, it only took that one.
That's true. That's true.
And if at the end we're all like, you did it in one shot, you can just edit off all of it.
I'll go back and delete the old YouTube videos.
Yeah.
We'll just start from the beating of Tiamat. As a reminder, we're going to sort of switch our weapons back and forth here to try to optimize the number of grenades that this fairy throws in her face. And last week we did that very well, better than I'm doing it this week. It got us through phases 1 and 2 really fast. And phase 3 is the one where we die anyway, so I don't know how much that avails us. But let us try more rapidly. Phase 1. after the fairy disappears, which should happen early in phase 3 if we've done well, I'm going to start throwing grenades at her myself, and I'm much less good at that than the fairy is. And that's sort of how we're going to hope to finish off this fight. Alright, there's phase 2. See how many hits we can get in with this fairy on phase 3. I think I calculated at one point, and I'm remembering from ages and ages ago, I think we need 14 grenades to go between phases. Okay, she's done. So it's all up to us now. Oh, this is the damage boost. Alright, we did the damage boost. Good job, us. The one use of the caltrops.
You could probably also climb the walls.
Yeah, you can jump around the edge of that attack, but the jumping is extremely precise, so I've only been able to pull it off a very few times. Ah, shucks. So keep aggressive here. Nice. She might do it twice here, so I'm going to be prepped. Oh, I'm on the wrong side of her arms. Oh, she did do it twice. Good job, good job. I think this is going to be it. Ah. Oh, I got hit by the laser. Dang it, we were probably extremely close there. So I just need to do exactly what I did there, a little cleaner. I'm sorry, this is going to take me a few tries, if it is going to take me many more.
We just reload, right? Because then you get your grenades back and all that stuff.
Yeah, but I need to go get a fairy. That's the only reason.
You can't save after you get the fairy and then have the fairy ready, can you?
No, the fairy disappears. That's the reason we're doing it this way.
Oh, okay.
Fairies are per session. That's why we can quit and restart and reset their timer. But I will turn on Death Bee. I'm pretty sure that was the extended hit reactor invulnerability. Iframes.
It definitely seemed like you had longer with your caltrops.
Okay, take 2. That went poorly. Well, we got through phase 1 quickly anyway.
There was very little life taken.
Yeah, most of the damage comes from her. Like, a lot of her little attacks don't hit very hard. The big attacks, the laser and the water attack, really do a lot of damage.
Yeah, oh, you died in the water one last time.
See if we can get some good hits on phase 3 here. I think that was faster than last time. Get her! Fairy's still here, that's awesome. Go, go, get her more! Alright, Fairy's gone. Caltrops, hitting laser, whoops, hitting laser twice! Oh, that's so bad. No. Let's hope the extra hits the fairy did will count for. Oh, I killed myself with a grenade. That's cool.
Yeah, you had 14 hit points.
Oops.
Grenades do about 6 damage to you.
So that's the way not to avoid the lasers.
I don't know if you're trying to avoid the grenades from the fairy, but you really don't have to. They're not the threat.
I don't know if I am either. I guess I can try to pay attention to that this fight.
Everything adds up to being the threat in small amounts, in addition to the
That's true.
big deals.
Get the fairy. I guess I can already turn We'll go as fast as possible. That'll help. I think time is ticking while I'm paused, but
I'll kill that little bat then. You killed him anyway.
He does not count as a bat, so this guy's a bat. I don't have to kill him.
I would be losing a lot of time jumping at ladders.
Yeah,
Man,
it was very hard for me to get used to that because you can jump onto ladders in Mulana too. It's one of the major differences between the games. To be honest, in this phase, I'm kind of not avoiding anything. I'm just trying to keep interface. That was a good fast phase 1. It's kind of a wasteful start to phase 2. thought for sure that was going to do it. There's the parry before phase 3 this time. Actually not going. Hit the lasers, not the caltrops. Maybe I should start back further for that. It's kind of a new strategy for me, so I'm not used to it yet. I can hit really fast with this, but it's weak.
Caltrops.
Ah! Bounced him off the wall. I was hoping to throw him on the ledge and hit him there. Oof! Sorry guys, again, tough boss. We'll get it.
I think you should start in towards the middle when she's about to do the laser, so you can walk to one side and hit your caltrops.
Sure.
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we'll try it.
Okay.
I will take any tips. That's, you know, this is kind of the end of the game, and this boss I've beaten by kind of doing what I'm doing now, is just a war of attrition. Get really close each time and keep trying until we get it.
I don't have any better strategies. You are swapping weapons skillfully. You're dodging the big things. Like, I don't have any suggestions.
I think last time I was trying to hit her with a little early between phases with the first grenade. I might just delay a moment. Phase 1. Molly. what happened there? Switched back and forth too fast, I think. Oh, I lost the weaponry already. Stay in the middle, you said. Alright, there we go. Good dodge. Good dodge.
I mean, it seems like once you hit your caltrops, you can then go the opposite direction, and she's not going to follow you. She just goes one way.
Okay. I keep hitting her shoulder. Stop that. Good dodge. Set out in case she does the double. She did the double. Oh, she did the other way. Okay. Swap on the double, or maybe she was
think
targeting me because I was
You were
farther
past
away.
the midpoint.
Ah, that's what happened. Okay. Good observation. Oof. I didn't think it would take me this many. Where am I going? I'm going to the spring in the sky.
Just to chat a bit, I see an earlier message I wrote down that says, chant the words. One of them is the name of the child who doth defy Tiamat,
Yes.
Marduk.
The Marduk
we-
is the piece of what I've been calling the mantra. It is part of that final spell that we have collected, and it is relevant to Tiamat. Each of the mantras, I'm assuming, seem to relate to one of the bosses. Sorry, I interrupted you. What were you going to say?
I just wondered about throwing mantras at a boss.
I can't cast a mantra right now because I need the
That's right.
magatama jewel.
And we can't get that. Never mind.
It's possible we can get it, and I'm forgetting how, but I don't remember how, so we're going to beat Tiamat and hope that that makes it show up. I mean, for all I know, beating Tiamat could just give it to you. But I don't remember finding it anywhere, so I'm hoping that it'll be very obvious. I don't remember going out of my way to find it. One.
Your health is better than normal.
Phase 2. Fairy. Caltron's ready. And Caltron. Alright, that did it. Ready. And Caltrop. No double. Oops, double. Too soon. Ah, we only got hit once, that's good. Go down. Dang it. I thought that was it. Oh, boy, I'm having a hard time. Boy, I'm having a hard time. Gotta avoid that double. Once she starts doing the double, I think that's halfway through the third phase. So it's really close.
They're only the 3 phases.
Yeah. I was doing kind of a lead with the flares because they're easier to hit her with. Maybe I should lead with the grenades because they do much more damage. Right side.
If only the Holy Grail or the Vessel of Life could give you full life.
That'd be nice. I can't attain the elixir of life until I can cast spells.
True.
The Holy Grail is just for teleport. Like
Really
it was in
weird.
the Bible. It's weird that the Holy Grail is for teleporting.
Yeah. I mean, Indiana Jones didn't use it for teleporting.
He might have also used it for teleporting.
He couldn't have taken it out of the room.
Oh, that's true. All right, you got me.
Indiana Jones didn't find any save points.
That's true.
That's true. if he found a save point, he could have used it.
Indiana Jones was the Iron Man run of the temple.
Good God, I couldn't imagine doing an Iron Man with this.
Is that 1 life?
Yeah. Ooh, good one. Ooh, Forfer. I'll take it.
I know you have a lot on your plate, like switching weapons and everything, but no reason not to throw your whip at her.
That's true, I guess.
Every once in a while, you're high enough. I think
She's
you can hit it.
actually kind of hard to hit with it, yeah. But you're not wrong.
I don't know. It'll mess up your timing. Just keep doing what you're doing. You're doing pretty good at it.
Nice. We interrupted an attack. I think I got a lot of fairy left. Which is tricky because the fairy makes the caltrop damage boost hard. Which is always going to do a laser right away here. I'm on the wrong side. Oh god, there's them everywhere. Oh, I hit the laser. And I lost the fairy. Thanks, fairy. Dang it. I can't seem to clear her shoulders in this phase. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Be more centered. But not too centered, so I blow myself up. Caltrop. Did it anyway. She's gonna do a double. Yes. Good sign. Too early. Oh. I second guessed myself. I might have made it. Riveting gameplay, I'm sure. This is content people tune in for.
It is a little bit, but only because you're sitting there thinking, I bet I could do that. I should try this game.
Yeah, great. It is very difficult. It was even more difficult before I worked out the caltrop boost.
It is interesting that you kind of want the fairy to go away at the end of the second stage.
Well, I do and I don't. Like, I'll take any hits she can get. But yeah, it makes that damage boost a little tough. Like, if she hits with 3 or 4 grenades and I get hit by the laser, that's better.
Okay. But I mean, more caltrops just makes it easier to do the boost, doesn't it?
It makes it harder to do the boost when you want to do the boost, right? Because she just flings them all over the place. Because she's moving up and down, so she gets more and less distance on hers, and they're just everywhere. I could probably get used to it, but again, it's kind of a new strategy for me, so... We've only done it, like, what, 10 times now? Need more practice. I'll get very high this time. She doesn't necessarily need to, but again, I don't get as much as high. Like that.
She's gone.
Oh, nice! I juked her. That was great.
That was pretty nice.
I can act like I meant to do that. Oh, I didn't hit her. Ah, well, still got a lot of legs, so let's make this one count. Oh, don't bounce on her shoulders. No.
I think you only need 2 more bombs. Could be wrong.
Okay, we're not risking it. No! I hesitated. I sure did. I sure did. I think you're right. That had to be like 1 or 2 hits.
So it's hard to know which ones hit her and which ones don't. But I counted 14 on the first round, 17 on the second round. And
Okay.
you just hit her 14 times on the third round by my count.
That's awesome. Like the damage area for the grenades, I'm sure you can tell it hits a bunch of times rapidly in succession. So sometimes more and less of them hit her.
Okay.
But yeah, I had counted 14. It's probably 14 solid hits. So, but thank you for counting. That confirms my theory.
Well, I've been counting ever since you said that, but I've been getting different numbers every time. It's probably like you said for how much they hit and how many flares you hit her with as well.
Yeah, stuff like that. Exactly.
But somewhere between 14 and 20 seems to be the magic number.
Why, but I only clicked this. Back. Well, it's good to know we're really close, which means our approach is kind of working, and we just gotta roll the dice well.
throw the caltrops directly underneath her in the center. You want to be as close to the middle as you can.
I'm sorry.
Late on that, sorry. The farther you are at the edge of the screen, the farther you have to run to escape the area. I take credit for single-handedly ruining this run.
That's okay. We're not necessarily done for.
Yeah, you don't have enough hits to survive the caltrops.
Caltrops only do 1 damage. But I did that too early. I get myself psyched out for the double. If I can get the timing on it, I think we're good to go. Because she, like, if we can be aggressive, we can get her before she does that a 3rd time.
So, in games that have that sort of mechanic, I don't know about this one, it seems to be a wide area, but I would often go to one side of the screen and then just start walking back to the other, and it seems like they always will be slightly behind you, and it gives you more time to jump or dodge or whatever.
I think she starts from one of 2 fixed locations, left or right, and then just circles the room. Yeah.
Okay. I thought she always aimed right at you and then circled the room.
I don't think that's the case. But I could be wrong. We could try something.
Your strategy is almost working. You just need to...
Using my weapon fairy. Oh, man. How many times can I screw this up?
I still got another hour, so lots.
Alright, Tiamat, come along. You're wasting our time here. I'm not gonna upload a whole stream of fighting Tiamat.
I don't know what you did, but that was pretty awesome.
Just got in a good rhythm there. If I can avoid getting hit by things, I can do the double like that. It's easier said than done. No, screwed it up. Dang. I should stop playing with that. I'm getting greedy.
Doing a good job of dodging her other attacks, so push it to the limit.
Yeah, I would agree. Greedy seemed to be working for you.
double. Don't get psyched out. Alright, we got the double.
I'm so amazed you can get hit by the caltrops while standing inside laser beams, but it works.
That was the laser, which means I must caltrop boost here. Oh, she didn't do a double. Got a free ride. Come on, come on. Die. I got one more shot. Let's see if it works. Yay!
Wow.
Nice. 1 hit point is enough for everybody.
Oh boy. Whew. Ah, I am overheated. Thanks for that. Thanks for the support, guys. We got Tiamat finally. Goodness. Oh, I bet you there's the magatama. Everything's coming up Millhouse. Alright. Whew. Look at that! I got the magatama! Oh, alright, let me come down a little bit and then we'll figure out what we need to use that for. We kind of already know. What's the fastest way to get there? I gotta go back to the passage to Hell, which I think we got to from the Twin Labyrinth. The reverse side of the Twin Labyrinth, if I'm remembering things correctly.
What's the passage to hell?
That's the area that leads outside, where we fought Oxface and Horse Breath or whatever. Now this goes to... I'll call it out when we get there. That's where you use the market.
Oh, I remember now. Oh, you said it. Guardians of the Gates of Hell.
Dimension Corner. How the heck do I get out there? What was the path to there? I know it connects to... My brain is not working after that Tiamat fight. That's how they get you. I know it connects to... We can get there from the Tower of the Goddess the reverse way. It's not ideal, though. How do we get there the right way? Actually, through the Tower of Goddess. Okay, I remember that. I'm straightened out. Phew. All the way through the Chamber of Birth. And this will get us there. Alright, Chamber of Ascension. So this is the thing that closed off, and yeah, it looks like it's closed off permanently. And I think it was just a trap. Anyway, here's where we use the Magatama Jewel. This is where we fought the bosses, and this is the entrance to Hell or something like that.
I guess what makes me mad about that trap is that it has a tablet behind it.
Okay, so we did that, and what that actually did is it turned something on in the Chamber of... Chamber of Extinction. turned on the virtual wise man.
Oh, I know about a virtual wise man.
You do know about a virtual wise man. Did it turn on the virtual wise man? There it goes. So now I can scan this. Finally get the mantra software. So what other thing happened since we beat Tiamat? And that is that the Shrine of the Mother changed. Changed to its final form. Mother has been awakened by the 8 great spirits. Go in. I might not be able to get anywhere here, but let's see. Yep, I definitely can. Alright, we have to go in through the endless corridor. We are 5 minutes out from solving the final puzzle I know how to solve. Well, actually, before we do that, since I can use mantra, we can equip it. Mantra.
Left.
So now I can select from the list of spells I know and actually use them. So I can cast now Birth, Death, and Marduk. So we're going to temporarily, maybe permanently, we're going to go do that puzzle. Which we do the Shrine of the Mother. The Tower of the Goddess. Then we'll go to the Shrine of the Mother. Just to sort of show how this puzzle works. And again, this is one that I think I've solved correctly, but I haven't found a use for the Elixir of Life, so it's possible that I solved it incorrectly. But my proposed solution is we chant life to the fairies and chant death to the other 2, and that will give us the elixir, the correct elixir.
So to collect data points, I wonder, could you do it a wrong way first, and we'll see what the result is, and then we can compare that to doing it the right way and see if there's any noticeable difference?
Yes, but I'll have to go back to the, what do you call it, the wise man to reset the puzzle.
Really?
And the difference is, so what'll happen is, so when I complete the puzzle, there will be a liquid flowing out of this statue here. And I can collect the liquid with the vessel. The color of the liquid depends how I solve this puzzle. So if that's what you want to do, Shane, everybody agree with Shane? We should do that now. So
Okay.
I will...
You should save right now so it's not as slow or something.
That's a thing we can do. I'm actually pretty far from the save part, unfortunately. Is there an easy way to get back up here from the save point? You know, it's the closest one to the Tower of Goddess. But yeah, we'll do that. So I will go ahead and make a save here. And quickly descend the tower. This is a damage boost strat. And I suppose it probably is going to take about as long to have reset the puzzle. Oh well. Alright, so I will chant, instead of the correct solution, I will chant life to whoever this is. Birth. I will say birth to you. Chant death to the other 2. Death to you.
Why not just life to all 3?
And death to you. I don't know. I didn't. It's because it's not what I chose.
Okay.
So in theory, this is an incorrect solution. And now, from this statue pours a pink liquid. which I can collect with the vessel. They call it the medicine of the mind in your inventory for some reason. This is a red medicine stored in the vessel. Now, if I return to...
Can you use it?
It's a usable item, right? So I can
Yeah.
hold it up, but I haven't found a place where I can use it.
I was wondering if, like, I thought maybe the wrong one might be usable, like, as a healing potion or something.
But, I mean, this is what it does.
Okay.
Meaning, it implies there's a place I would use it that's correct. But I haven't found that place. That is part of the puzzle I haven't solved. Part of the puzzles I haven't solved. So let's load our safety save here, and we'll go make the right one. What I think is the right one, which may not be the right one, and as we try to solve the final puzzles in La Mulana, we can open that to discussion.
I think that, as discussed on Discord, you are correct.
Okay, you think fairies, life, and the other two are death.
Yep. Death, death, birth.
And Shane is concerned that the fairies are tricksters, so they might be tricking us about food in some way. Which is, you know, I'm not going to rule that out. That's not necessarily a bad theory.
I thought Shane was saying that the problem was with plural, that you're not supposed to death all of them.
The plural and the word tricking. Actually, to spend all night on this, I wonder if we could do multiple wrong solutions and see if we get the red
Would we always get red?
Yeah.
I mean, we certainly could. Before we do that, before we go too far into that, though, let me show you the last few pieces that we're trying to put together, and then we can do whatever.
Yeah.
I will let you guys completely guide our experience from there. Okay, I will then chant birth here, and this one will be green. I think they're all different colors, and these it might be just like mixing of primary colors, because I think I've gotten a yellow one also. Oh, this one is yellow. Interesting. Well, then, never mind. Alright, I got the medicine of the mind. That is now a yellow medicine stored in the vessel. Alright, so that's one of the last two things we can do. The other thing is we're going to go into the Shrine of the Mother from the Endless Corridor. It's now a much tougher area. Left. I remember. Ooh, I'm so happy we got through Tiamat. What a relief.
I think any tablet you don't have to go out of your way to read, you should read.
Okay. That, whoops.
I guess.
Whoops. Whoops. It's tablet. That's relevant to the clue to get through this.
I mean, you don't have to, like, study it, but just something to remind us what they all say.
Yeah, totally. Okay. I don't want a weapon fairy. Okay, not forcing it. I just want a light. I think it will be definitely useful for us to review the clues to the mantra. I'm going to definitely go out of my way to specifically reread all of those tonight. That's what the light is for.
You need more caltrops.
I have lots of caltrops. I have all the caltrops. Interestingly, there are caltrops in La Mulana too, and I haven't worked out a useful damage boost with them. So in that game, they feel useless, as they did in this game for most of my playthroughs until the last one or two when I worked out the damage boost. Alright, Awaken the Shrine of the Mother. We're going to fight our way back to the central part where we saw the laptop originally. Is now going to be the Mother's Ankh.
You're right. This level is more mean now.
This is out of the way, which talks about Tiamat and her powers. These are the wedges. They're still here. Oh, I can't examine the wedge. That's weird.
That's the right tool you have equipped?
Yes.
Okay.
The land watched over by 8 spirits, referencing the fact that we beat 8 bosses to unseal the mother here. We finally get to fight Beelzebub. I know you guys have been excited to do that.
Woo!
Oh no, there is nothing here. I was going the right way. I apologize.
This reminds me of a Digipin game where, like, we need some art for the last level. We don't have time to make it match all the rest of the art of the game. Just throw something in.
Hoping I'm going to get a timely life up here. That really be convenient.
Yeah, how do you gain life anyway?
So there is a spring. There are a couple of springs, but there is a spring in the outside of the ruins that I can rest in to recover life. So if things get dire, I will return there. But these green orbs I'm collecting are filling the blue meter below my life. What's the way for it? And when it matches my life, it will fill my life. So
When it matches his max life.
my max life. So collecting that one will now refill my life and empty the meter. I feel like I'm. Oh, here we go. Okay, this goes in here. Got it. Got it. Now we fight past that.
Oh, is that Beelzebub? Yes, I have been wanting to do that.
His art looks like he's wearing the Naruto headband.
See if I can find a nice rhythm where I can actually hit him and also dodge his attacks. That's what I want to do. I need to go far like that. Not what I wanted, but that's okay.
There are your twin towers.
Yeah, they're all over this zone. There are
Okay.
several of them. So I don't know which, if any, of those are relevant, but one of them certainly is, and it has to do with the elixir of life, or the vessel anyway. It was easy. Oh no, there's more to it. This one will just face tank. go. Beelzebub defeated. Which lets us get to the save point. Yay! Behold the Shrine of the Mother. This is where the Mother sleeps. So I am, before we press on from here, going to go to the surface so that we can restore our life in the hot spring. Well, I also should observe, now that the Mother's awakened, the music is different here. There's a couple more things I should show off while we're up here.
Is there an extra ladder up there?
No,
There
that's always
always
been
been
there.
Talk to the elder.
Okay, we can talk to the Elder.
You need to put anything in your hand? Anything special?
I could show him the elixir of mine. I think Shane wants me to plain talk to him though. We can do both.
Just checking in, because sometimes they give clues.
Alright, he says, of the elixir of mine, the Windsur's howling dax is referring to the fact that the state has changed. And now, about the elixir of mine, which I may have screwed up by having it in. Not responding to it.
Go talk to him normal without anything.
I can't talk to him without anything.
Well, I know, but without anything special.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
true, that's what he's saying. So, 2 more changes. The lights in these eyes are now glowing. Here's another one of these foot tires, probably.
Oh, yeah.
That's the easiest one to show. I know one, actually. The easiest one to show off is in the Spring of the Sky. Now, our crucifixes are glowing red. I don't know what that means, but they sure seem important.
Try your vessel on him.
Rub every item in your inventory on it.
Here, let's try. This is something else that I'm excited for, because Shane worked out how to awaken the spirits, so I'm going to do the secret Shane technique a lot, and then we can do the dance as well. And nothing, but, never know.
What's that doll in your inventory?
That is a doll that was given to me by the man in the Eden Zone, the Gate of Illusion, who had me use it to prove that I was small.
Okay.
So all we did with that was we took it to the Land of the Giants and held it up, and then went back and let us pass a particular wall. I'm going to head back now to the Shrine of the Mother, and we'll get to the Ankh, who I believe belongs to the Mother. But I have never awakened the Ankh. Okay, so we get over here and not there. Oh, I gotta get one lower. Now,
What's that?
this will equip. There's this wall in the way. So now we need to go back to the Endless Corridor and enlist the help of the Fairy Queen. Now, the entire game she's been saying she'll help us when the time comes. This is the time. You have come back to see me, alive, she says. I shall remove the wall that hinders you. That is my mission. I will entrust the Mother's soul to you. Let us meet in front of the wall that blocks the path to the Mother. And now we just do that again, and she'll take that wall away. That will be the last puzzle that I know how to solve. Now, from here on, we're shrine ship. Only a week and a half late, by my original estimate.
I mean, in game dev time, that's exactly on time.
Yeah, really. I mean, our game clock is kind of on what I said. It just managed to take longer, which means probably the game clock does not count the way I think it does. Maybe it doesn't count when you're paused or something.
Probably doesn't count all your retries too.
It might not. There we go. The mother and the 4 fairies make the wall go away.
That's weird. That's a red tentacle didn't hurt you.
Get here. And here are rooms. Big rooms. And then this appears, and I'm pretty sure that's the Ankh of the Mother. There's like this thing on it. But I don't have a red jewel, a giant red jewel. And I had thought that the Elixir of Life would do something here, but it does not. So I'm going to
The
try.
elixir goes on the right side and the Holy Grail goes on the left side.
So, like, I don't know what that means in terms of what we're doing.
Yeah, there's no platforms or anything, so I don't know what that would mean.
But yeah, this is probably, my bet is this is the split pyramid that the clue refers to.
Probably.
But now we're off and running. That's it. That is the completion of La Mulana as far as I can do it. Let me pull up my notes real quick because there were 3 or 4 things I wanted to cover tonight once we got past Tiamat.
Tina,
Sorry, what was that, Chris?
Snake Lady.
Echidna.
Echidna.
Yeah, that's true. I wanted to try that. So we should. Oh. What the hell does this mean? From the fish puzzle unlocked. Oh. I should have covered that before we started. Chris, you had asked. It might have even been in chat, but no, it was during the stream. I killed the fish that you have to stop time to see. I don't know if they're fish. I call them fish. And you said, what did that do? And I said, I think it uncovers that where the elixir comes out.
Yes.
I confirmed by reviewing the stream that is what happened.
Okay.
That was clear from that. Shane asked me to get the money in the Period of the Man. We can go do that. I wanted to show the footstool clue and the twin statue clue. But before we do all that, let's just go ahead and we'll go look at the mantra clues. And then I'll hit those other few things, and then we can do whatever. Think about what you want to suggest we do first.
Well, Marduk was piece of mantra number 1, right?
That is right. Interestingly, and I'll show it to you in a moment, there's a room of Marduk in Tiamat's lair. A room named Marduk's room. Mulbrek also starts saying some weird stuff now, so I'll talk to her in a moment.
Okay.
More clues is better. I really suspect that there are going to be new information that's only available now that's going to help us find some things.
All right, so as a reminder, this is what I think is the mantra room. I think all of the tablets in here are clues to the locations of the mantra. I will read all these tablets again. The first tablet says the first mantra is in the corridor, the entrance to the never-ending corridor, and we think that refers to the entrance of the never-ending corridor, but obviously the first room as you would enter the never-ending corridor where we found the Marduk mantra. It's the only piece of the mantra we have so far. So we think we've solved this one, and then these other 7 are going to be a mystery, including the one that is missing. They are not all listed.
Right. Have you tried scanning this room?
Probably, but we'll do it again.
Because there's so many back walls that look like they could be hiding something.
Yeah, I agree.
Could just be hiding in plain sight.
All right. The second mantra is at the foot of the twins, at the tip of the feet that connect the two. So if we need to solve the mantras in order, this is the next one we need to find. I think it has to do with the twins' labyrinth. My theory is it had to do with the way the labyrinths are connected at the bottom of the map, but we haven't really found a way for that to pan out yet. We did observe that in the area of the Inferno Cave that connects to the Twins Labyrinth, and I'll show this in just a moment, there's a room called the Twins Footstool, so it might actually refer to the room immediately above that in the labyrinth, but I haven't really had that pan out either. Mantra number 3 says, it's on the path leading outside at the side of Hell's Gatekeeper. I'm pretty sure that refers to where we just used the magatama jewel. Because that is both the path leading outside, and there were 2 enemies we fought there that were Hell's Gatekeepers according to another tablet. So this says, recite the mantra correctly. Let us seal Tiamat, Baphomet, Palanku V, Bahamut, Elmek, Sikit, and Apis Beta. Those are the bosses of the game in reverse order. It might indicate the way, an order in which we need to find the tablets, an order in which we need to cast the spells, a location in which we need to cast the spells. I'm not sure what this means. The 4th mantra is inside the giant, she who stands in the land of Inferno. We think that refers to the bronze-looking statue of the Snake Woman in the Inferno Cavern, the one who's pointing up. But we don't know how to make words appear there. Our new theory to try, which I guess we'll try tonight, is waiting in the room of Echidna to see if that does anything, because that is the room immediately above that room. And also contains a lone snake standing by a pyramid. Okay, the 5th mantra is below the goddess, at the foot of the goddess staring at the collapsed tower. So I think this refers to one of the statues of the goddess, the tower of the goddess. There's a very obvious location that's a collapsed tower, so it's probably one of the statues opposite that. It's not on the same screen. It would be across the level, basically. The 7th mantra is by the spike atop the 5 mysterious floors. This is another clue. I really don't know what it refers to. In fact, I don't even know where to start. I think I know more about the Twins clue than this clue. This clue is completely opaque to me. I don't know what 5 mysterious floors are. I know what spikes are. I don't know where a significant spike would be. And finally, the last mantra is the sign of courage. I think this refers to the fake spikes we jumped into at the beginning of the game where we got the shuriken, but I realized as we were playing through the game, reviewing the videos we've been uploading, that the trap where we got the statue of the woman is also referred to as a test of courage. So it could be either of those locations, really, or something else entirely, because again, I haven't solved any of these puzzles yet. So them's the mantras. I think we need to find all of those to complete the game. I'll go show you what Mulbrick is saying while we're here. Read this tablet because it's convenient. That's not very useful. Mulbrick now says, actually, it seems my father is also sleeping eternally somewhere in these ruins. My father was an exceptional tailor, but he admired the philosophers and tried his best to become one. However, he wasn't cut from the right cloth, so to speak, and failed to become a philosopher. He figured out a way to create amazing clothing that could possibly become a treasure to the human race. He has yet to create it, though. He figured out the technique for eternal sleep on his own, and is waiting for the day when he could make the clothes. Mulbrick would like to help him fulfill his wish. Apparently the clothes fit me perfectly. Would you please search for my poor father? So I don't 100% know what this means, but I theorize that there might actually be 2 endings to this game. If you solve this puzzle, I think you might be able to escape with Mulbrick, and if not, I think Mulbrick, because Mulbrick can't leave this room. So I think the clothes are a key to helping her leave the room. I'll say don't repeat that. Mulbrick says, you found my father, huh? You don't know where he's hiding? My father likes to play tricks, and he likes to cause trouble for other people. No wonder he didn't qualify to become a philosopher. Being his daughter, Mulbrick has an idea of where he could be hiding. He likes to hide in places that it does not look like anyone can go. Need me to repeat? No, I won't have her repeat that. Now she's talking about the children. This is more clues from earlier, but I can read them as we encounter them. The 6 children were born of the tree of life that the 5th children left behind. They were born of clay, but they multiplied steadily. Giants were born, and they even made vehicles that could fly. They connected the ruins, tried to bring in the giants back to life, and went to war out in the surface. It's really not clear what exactly this generation was trying to accomplish. Maybe because they were born of clay. She says something different. No, she's still talking about the 6 children. Okay. So, I'm going to connect one more dot based on that. I think I know where Mulbrook's father is, or I think I know the next step in this puzzle. And it's actually in the original zone, the Gate of Guidance. So I'm going to go here. And there's a change in this zone that I don't even know how I find this. You would never find this. It's really, really obscure.
How did you find it?
Accidentally, I'm sure, by wandering around because I don't know what to do at this point. I just got a message from the elder. Real quick. The elder says, it's me. How much longer until you're done? Apparently there's a crazy difficult area hidden somewhere in the ruins. Where is it? Where could it be? La la la. I have no idea. So, this is a funny story. There's a zone in the game that is like, it uses the classic graphics. Like, this game is a remake of a game that was designed to look like a MSX game. So it's got like real like 8-bit kind of pixely graphics. I have gotten to that zone once and I don't remember how I did it. I've never done it again. Hidden extra content here. Anyway, the thing I brought us here to experience is now there's a hidden platform right here on this guy's lower lip. And I can actually go into his mouth. And here is what looks to me like a grave marker. And the grave marker says, "How did you find me? My name is Dracuette," I'm guessing is how you pronounce that. "I am the one who could not become a philosopher." I think that means that that's Mulbrook's dad?
Seems like it.
"I created a treasure, but it was acknowledged by none, and thus I failed to become a philosopher. It is a forbidden treasure that should neither be seen nor used. Should you seek it, visit me here. I am one who should not exist. I am hiding so as not to be found. I wait beyond the gate of no entry." It seems like he's telling a riddle or something. "Wait for nightfall in front of the statue that is unrelated to any of the puzzles, and seek the one who watches over travelers. Come to the gate of the night without being seen." I don't know what any of that means. Would you like me to repeat? No. Come to the gate of the night in the darkness. Sorry, come to the gate in the darkness of night. And now I can't go back in there, so that's the last time I could receive that clue.
Good thing you're videoing this.
Yeah. Yeah, so we can review that in the video if we don't solve it, or if we do finish the game and feel like there was more we could have done and come back and look at it. So I was going to show off the footstool clue. So we'll go to the Inferno Cavern.
Problem is that this clue you think is for the 4th mantra, right?
The giant in this land is the 4th mantra.
Yeah.
The foot of the twins is the 2nd mantra. So if we're doing them in order, the one we have to find is the 2nd mantra, which is the one that's about the twins and where they are joined at the feet or whatever.
So I think that Echidna's clue is for the 4th one. So I don't know if that really helps us.
Well, we're not sure if we need to find them in order.
That's true. I'm assuming you have to cast the previous one.
You think I need to cast the first one somewhere?
Yeah, you can cast the first one to find the second, and cast the second to find the third.
And just to remind, this is what we think. Oh, she's not bronze. That's interesting. But this is the statue of the giant. I think this is the statue that the clue refers to. But again, last time we were here, Dan observed she's pointing up, and I misidentified what zone is above her, but the zone that above her is actually Echidna's room. So, and we saw another clue about possibly waiting there, so I think that it would be worth our while to spend some time in that room. But this is the Twins' Footstool. So immediately above us is the Twins' Labyrinth. I think that would be the location of the the clue, but I can cast Marduk here. Here, I'll just put on Marduk and we'll cast it all over the place. So this is the first mantra, and if I cast it here, I'll just guess it's a few places here. Really see. But so this is above the footstool. It's called Edigna's room. I wonder if Edigna is the second piece of the mantra. Because there is a Marduk's room. But yeah, like casting the spell doesn't seem to do anything here.
Okay.
But I don't know what that means. Like, I don't know if I'm casting it in the right spot or anything like that. The base of the foot that connects the two, or the feet?
Tablet again.
This tablet?
Yeah. It's like, cast it right here.
The Demon Lord of Hell, Beelzebub, who guards the eight souls from the mother. Sorry, I'm alt-tabbing to get the clue handy. The exact wording of the clue is the second mantra is at the foot of the twins, at the tip of the feet that connects the two. At the tip of the feet that connects the two. I really don't know what that means. So I'll tell you what, I will take us to Echidna's room, and I will wait there, and while we wait there, we can discuss. Sound like a good plan?
Yep.
The easiest way to get to Echidna's room, I think, is from... I think it's actually from the Tower of the Goddess Skull.
What is Zone 2?
2 is the Mausoleum of the Giants, and the reverse side is the Graveyard of the Giants.
Is there a twin labyrinth to Zone 2 door?
There is. That's an interesting theory. There is. We climbed down there in our very first session, and the Twin Labyrinth was in a weird state because we hadn't connected the twins yet.
Okay.
So, like, we were on the outer wall of both sides of the Twins Labyrinth, but they were connected in an incorrect manner, and then when we solved the Twins Labyrinth puzzle, the whole thing went down. Oops. There's a fish up here. This should be a good zone. So I don't know what to do here, but I'm just going to hang out. And I don't know how long we should hang out, but I think we should hang out pretty long.
I do too.
I'm gonna go get a drink.
The thing is, like, we have all those clues about a copper statue, and...
Yeah, that I don't know what to make of. I don't know what statue is copper.
Do you have any of the wordings for... Well, of course you do, because they're all in Discord, so therefore I do too.
That's true. What do you need? I do have some handy clues, like things I think are important, in a text document I've been reading to you guys.
I mean, just the conversation we had about giants versus snakes and whether or not snakes are giants and...
Yeah. I mean, that's in Discord, but I can pull up my relevant clues. If I have any here, let's see. Here's one that's interesting. The mother's power cannot be obtained unless you have the true secret elixir. That's not relevant to this, but
yeah.
Seems like the elixir is relevant to making the mother appear or something. There's another one that sounds like that. There's a potion that makes the large spirit visible. Seek the righteous spirit.
Say that one again?
Dan is asking in chat, do we have any expectations about what Marduk does? I think it is a piece of the final... Like, I think that all of the 8 pieces of the mantra need to be chanted either in the right locations for each or in order in some combination in some location as part of the final puzzle for unlocking the mother. But I don't know where to cast them. Each piece of the mantra seems to correspond to a boss, and in the Shrine of the Mother, there are, they call them wedges. It's a very strange reference, but there are wedges that refer to each boss. Another thing to consider is maybe we cast them in the room where we fought each boss. Cast them to the wedges, cast them to make Right now we're talking about casting them to make the other pieces of the mantra appear, because we got the first piece of the mantra, Marduk. It just showed up once we reached a certain point in the game, but none of the other mantra pieces we know where to find them. As I sort of alluded to, those clues in the mantra room seem to be referring to specific locations in the game, but if you go to those locations, at least the ones I've identified, there don't seem to be anything going on there. So there's some piece of that I'm missing.
Cast Monarch while you're in here.
Okay, I can do that.
What else you gonna do while you wait?
Nothing? Didn't do anything.
Yeah.
I have some vague thoughts about waiting, like, on a platform. I'm thinking there might be an invisible platform somewhere. If you stand on the middle block and just let it go away under you, just verify that you fall.
The whole left side here is suspicious because I can't actually get up to the top, I'd say third of this screen by double jumping. So it seems like there might almost be like a back way to get up there. But yeah, I'll do what you ask in a moment. Let me make sure I time it well. So you want me to go here and then just fall?
Yep.
You just fall. And these spikes are unfortunately spikes that hit you no matter where you are in the spikes.
So I'm thinking of other unique ways to wait, and that would be something about these timing on these platforms. You just stand on one and wait, and just hold.
I'm gonna die momentarily. That's okay.
Okay, go heal.
Should I go heal?
Or
Well, I shouldn't die.
stand on it, don't jump, just wait.
What if I wait? I'll fall. Oh, I got.
Will you?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Alright, I did die.
See, that's what he's
Chris
saying
wanted me to
was-
wait for the words anyway, right? I should wait while I'm dead.
I am thinking the waiting might be positional sensitive. You have to be just to check whether you're standing on the block and just not moving.
I mean, again, that's relevant to a later mantra clue, so if we do have to solve it in order, we might be barking up a wrong tree for now? Don't know though.
Yeah, this isn't based on much. It is trying interactions.
There's nothing we shouldn't try. While I'm here, before I do that, since the collapsed statue, or the collapsed tower is near, we can sort of check out this zone and see if we can identify which is the statue that stares at it. So, this is the collapsed tower. Now, interestingly, there's a crucifix here, as there are kind of near all of the locations that I think are relevant for the clues. But again, I don't know how to interact with the crucifixes. So I'm guessing this is the goddess that stares at the collapsed tower? This is at her feet? It's supposed to be? Let me read that clue again. It says the fifth mantra is below the goddess, at the foot of the goddess, staring at the collapsed tower. So does this seem like the goddess staring at the collapsed tower? There are two other goddesses in the background, so it kind of could be either one of them. Let me read that tablet over there. None shall trespass upon this forbidden land, the place hidden further ahead holds many mysteries by the forbidden wings. And the name of this room is Eartharbrunner. So remember that.
Here's a dumb thought.
There are no dumb
The
thoughts.
fact you have to wait for the words to present themselves might just be a clue that you have to do the mantras in order.
It could be. It very well could be. Oh, and here, since we passed by here anyway, this is the door that once I flooded the tower, I call it flooded the tower, that's not right. Once I sent water to power the tower, that room flooded. And I've never been able to get in there, but now if someone goes in there, they're having a bad day. We do have a save before I did that, just in case we want to figure out how to get there. These are the clues to where to find the sluice gates that let you send water to the tower. This is the lone snake clue. I'll scan this one. It's actually interesting. Relevant to what we're doing, I think. A lone snake stands among spikes. It is the snake that protects enchanted words. It protects the enchanted words hidden by the giants. That seems relevant to the thing we're trying to do with fourth mantra, anyway. Or rather, that seems relevant to the Echidna room. I don't know if it's relevant to the fourth mantra. Wow. Said something about wedge. Let me reread that real quick. Said something about wedge or something. The one who drives a wedge into the mother as she rests. Not sure how we do that. That seems relevant also. So Shane, you want me to get on the rightmost brick and then stand still and drop?
On both of them, yeah. Just stand on them till you drop. I'm wondering if there will be, it goes away but you don't drop, or if there's some other place you can stand to.
So this is the Echidna's chamber. Is this also Echidna's chamber? Yeah, both Echidna's chamber. Would you like me to do that on all the blocks?
If it's not one of these, I don't know that it's going to be any different. Just looking for an invisible platform, a trick platform, some place to get that's unusual.
I'm gonna die again.
It seems like the only place you get is stabbed.
I'm sure good at that part. Oh, that's the enemy again.
Throw stab.
Read my notes if there was something else I should do tonight. We were looking around, unless there's more you want me to do there. We were looking around the twin labyrinths and trying to work out that clue. There were two more statues of the twins there that we didn't examine, so I can go look at those guys.
I think since that's the second mantra, that's definitely the place to go, is around here somewhere.
And they were in the upper portions here. I showed almost all the statues of twins I could think of that were in the zone anyhow. There were two more. And they are, this is one of them here. And these are, we set alight the twins at the bottom of the zone with the flares. And they cause changes to the twins in the top of the zones here. These are the two twins that changed. Dan said something in chat I partially covered. He says, it does sort of feel like the Lone Snake clue and the Mysterious Flourish clue are related. It certainly could be. It does refer to Spike and Spikes. Well, that's interesting. That one's in the background. I thought that was part of the foreground here, but I just noticed that that twin statue slides as I was transitioning there. Yeah, I can't examine it. I think it just calls out that there is something here.
Where is Zone 2?
Would you like me to go to Zone 2?
No, I would like you to find the doorway to Zone 2.
The door to Zone 2 is to the right. No, it's to the left, but I have to do the complete. So let me go quickly to the other statue of this set that I was showing off, and then we'll go to the door to Zone 2. this one's easier to get to. Just climb down to it here. Yeah, so here is another statue of the twins. But I don't know what it means, the foot that connects the two.
They don't
That
have
one is
feet.
not in the background. That's interesting. Do you see that?
Yep.
Yeah, well, the other guy was, right? Or was I absolutely crazy?
I didn't pay attention.
Let me teleport back there. Double check.
You could check by going down that ladder.
That's true. Could I? Did they scroll vertically? Oh, and there
Yeah.
are bunches of glowing pictures of the twins on the walls. I show you.
I guess you're right. They don't parallax vertically.
Yeah, look at that. That guy's in the background, but the other guy's in the foreground. That's interesting. Does he think it's relevant?
I would like to, but I also think it could just be a game flaw.
It doesn't ring a bell as something important, but everything is unknown, so more data points.
But that statue in the previous room is the one that you said had a foot in it.
The statue in the previous room.
Yeah.
Well, this
it has a-
statue depicts... Okay, so this statue... And there are two of these again. They're kind of two of everything. This statue depicts the hero of the first race saving the twins. Or is it third and first and third? First race is Snake. So it's
What's
the
the name
hero
of this
the
room?
third race. This is the hero's approach. Statue portrays the winged hero rescuing twins with a snake body. But yeah, he has a foot. The twins don't have a feet.
No.
The twins don't have feet because they have snake legs, and moreover, I believe the twins are actually conjoined at their snake leg. Much like, here's another interesting thing, Amphisbaena, the first boss, is a complete snake, but conjoined at its tail. Two heads, one body. I don't know if that's relevant. I felt I was going over here to do something, but it wasn't.
At some point, you were going to show me the door to level 2.
Oh, I recall. Yeah, I will do that in a moment. I wanted to see the name of the other. It's called Zodiac.
Zodiac.
I wanted to say the name of the other room with the other statue of the twins. That's what I was doing. I didn't say it. I just started doing it, and then I forgot what I was doing. That one is called The Hero's Approach. This one is also called The Hero's Approach. Okay. I think the quickest way to get to the door is actually this way. So I'll go to the lower part here. There again, these are the lower twin statues. This is called Barunan's room. And it is interesting. So I'm now observing that there is a room for Marduk that is called Marduk's room. I should show that. But it's a location in Tiamat's lair. It's actually where we got the angel ship. The exit to 2 should be straight up here.
I mean, I guess if 2 is up, it doesn't really work well for the foot that connects the 2.
It kind of doesn't. Okay, there's the exit to 2, right?
Yeah.
Does the clue say the foot that connects the 2? I wonder if whoever's referring to this connection, was that what you were thinking?
Yeah, that's what I was
That's
thinking.
interesting. Oh man, interesting. Foot that connects the 2.
Lost.
Well, that's this location. I guess I'll say Marduk here. Problem
Here's
is
the
I
base ladder just to make sure.
don't know how to operate these spells. Apart from the life and death. I'm actually going to go up to point 2 and see what this room is called. Star Palace of Chance. Boy, that footstool seems like it's a useful food tool. That was really clever, Chris. I appreciate your idea for this problem about being the connecting to this to level 2. Okay. Do we have another immediate goal? If not, I'll go look at Marduk's room briefly. Go into Marduk's room. So, back to this horrific place of my nightmares. So the other angle to look at these things at is Marduk is the one who opposed Tiamat or something like that, was part of the clue. So it might be the case that I need to say the words Marduk in Tiamat's room to Tiamat's wedge. I haven't been able to get that to happen to do anything interesting, but those are some angles I've been considering. So this is Marduk's room.
I would have thought that you would have to say the one who defeated the boss to their wedge.
Okay, we can go do that in a moment.
And I would think that they told you to seal them in reverse order, like you said, so you have to cast them in reverse order, is my thought. But maybe you have to cast all of them before anything happens.
Oh god, I hope not. I don't think they would do that. I think they would at least give you a tone. Okay, so this is where we fought Tiamat. Let me go ahead and say Marduk here a couple of times. I'm going to pop over to Endless Corridor. Let's read the Marduk tablet. And then I would go try to interact with the Marduk's wedge. Oh, look at that. There's a, oh, it's just going to be a shop, but there's a rune there I didn't use, yeah. Oh, cheap grenades.
Also, there is that area that you thought there was something hidden behind, but you got attacked by the eyeball whenever you...
That's true. I can go back there and look at it. So this is the tablet. So, Dan, for your benefit, this just showed up when we were playing at some point, and this is where we got the spell Marduk. And this tablet says, chant these words. The name of the child of God who doth defy Tiamat, the name of the root of all suffering, the one that brought the 11 demons upon us. Marduk. So here. So let us go check out the wedge of Tiamat. Oh, actually, we get there from the zone. So let's go back. I can do that. See if we can find where Tiamat's wedge is. It's in the zone somewhere.
I thought it was near where the elder saved your life, or opened the path.
Okay, that's exactly that. So that's Baphomet. Let's just do it. We'll do a run through and get a sense for where they are. So this one's V, or Vi, or however you say that. I don't know what's over here. This is actually a long path. Oh, the ferry. Luck ferry, please.
Oh, Luck Ferry.
Ferry, please. Life ferry. Okay, faster teleport. Here's another split statue, which is a little bit interesting. Actually, I'm going to do this here.
for your stuff.
Trail. Missile. Vessel on the other side, just in case. That is Bahamut. I don't know if I can get back up that way. Oh, I can, okay. Now, don't be a jerk. What did you say? That one is... what's his name?
Ridley.
Palanque. I can't get further up here, so we actually have to come in well, maybe I can try that. I think I might have to go down from the end of this corridor. Let's go to the end of this corridor and go that down. Just for kicks, I'll show you very quickly over here. Like it feels like I'm really close to the end, right? Like I feel like I've been everywhere.
I don't know, I feel like you have a whole level of things to do, and if you weren't speedrunning through all the other ones, you would have gone just as slowly on all those.
But
Yeah,
they're
I do
not.
think
I guess the
you're on the
difference is they're
last
like
level.
spatially related any longer.
Yeah.
Although I guess you hit a certain point in the game and kind of nothing is. There's a statue of a snake and a tower. Is that a spike?
Could be a spike. I should start watching the background more often. I was for a while, but then I stopped.
Here's 8 mysterious floors. That's what we're looking for there. There's another snake and a tower or a spike. Over here, that's a kit. I mean, there might be something to this, like the wedges being important, not only because, you know, 3 or 4 tablets have called out the fact that we need to strike the wedges or whatever, but they're much harder to get to now. That's Elmac. Where is Tiamat? Yeah. I feel like we've seen them all except Tiamat.
I also feel that way.
I'll keep going and see what I see.
I think I was always thinking that Bahamut was Tiamat.
There,
So I
that's
don't-
Tiamat. Okay.
That's Tiamat? Where? Oh, down there. Okay.
That's actually going to be a hard jump. Oh no, much harder now. Okay, I can no longer observe these, but that's Tiamat's wedge. I'm gonna say Marduk here. I'm gonna say Marduk here by whipping the jet pillar. It doesn't seem to do anything. It is a mystery. Notes here.
Do you have notes on the crucifixes?
Notes about them? There is one tablet that referenced them. I don't
Okay.
have it in my notes.
Okay.
I would be very hard pressed to actually recall where it is. Unfortunately,
Is there a crucifix in this level?
I don't think so. Actually, I can check because they show up on my map now. There's a crucifix in every other level.
Can you go to Tiamat's crucifix?
Yes. Interesting. So the clue we saw about the crucifix.
You're outside.
Sorry, Dan just asked something. Dan said, aside, anybody know what the 11 demons are? Yes, so the 11 demons were the children of Tiamat. They were mini-bosses we fought in this zone. They were immortal until we collected a particular item. Oh, I haven't done a review of our inventory. We probably should do that at some point. But once we got the dimensional key, they became mortal, and we could defeat them permanently, and we needed to defeat them to make Tiamat's Ankh appear so that we could fight Tiamat. That happened actually really shortly before you joined the stream today. But this is Tiamat's Ankh. I just had an idea, though, because the clue about the Ankh said they connect the front and the back. So maybe I don't want to interact with this Ankh. I want to actually interact with the Ankh in the Endless Corridor. But anyway, I will cast here, Marduk.
You mean crucifix?
Crucifix. What did I say?
Ankh.
Oh, I've been saying Ankh. Yes, I use them interchangeably. You were correct. I meant crucifix here. Now this little area up here looks a little suspicious. So I'd always thought once I'd done something with the Ankh that this would open up here. And all of the Ankhs seem to have something sort of like that as well. Like something suspicious immediately about them. Yes, I'm sorry. Blech. My brain was fried from fighting Tiamat. Crucifix. So I'm going to go to the Endless Corridor Ankh. Because that should be the opposite side, in theory, of that Ankh.
Crucifix.
Yes, crucifix. Oh boy. Alright, so 2 floors down and all the way to the left. It's the front and the back. I never put this clue together before. This is in fact meaningful. Like I would have to do something on the opposite side of the crucifix. Shane, I could take a health fairy and go stand in the spikes by the snake for a while.
Doesn't strike me as something. But,
So that should be the reverse side of Tiamat's crucifix. It's just a clue about running the wrong way through this zone.
That's interesting.
That helps you get through the zone the right way. Yeah. I do not know I do not know what to do with the crucifix. I will take us to now. I will take us to the thing that was covered that I couldn't do, which was also by a crucifix. That's in. It's actually in the second zone. It's in the Mausoleum of the Giants. called out quite early that Chris distinctly remembers. So here is a crucifix right on this screen, and then this lower part, you get divine punishment if you whip it, which is weird, which implies there's something meaningful there.
Well, it implies there's something to whip on that screen, but might not be this wall.
So it is, let's see, divine punishment.
Roll your bubble lead. I don't know what it's called.
Right here?
Yeah. Okay. I was just wondering if it would have still hurt you.
So it seems like these crucifixes have to do with solving puzzles, but I don't know how to interact with them at all. Right? Like it would almost imply like all right, I do something to this crucifix, and it reveals that lower portion. Try and throw in a sphere down here. That doesn't even hit it. That's interesting.
At least you don't get punished.
Oh, inventory review. Hey, let's go for it. So I got a flail whip. We got that whip from solving a really complex puzzle. I have a knife. It's light and easy to use. It attacks quickly and it can hit below you slightly. Key sword, very weak weapon for some reason. We used it to activate the souls in Tiamat's lair to form that boss we made out of the 4 other bosses. Its description is a sword whose center is shaped like a key. It's difficult to use and does not deal much damage. Looks like I'm missing a weapon between the key sword and the katana. Suspicious. The katana is a Japanese sword suited for slashing attacks from the bottom up. It hits pretty hard, but not as hard as the best whip. And yeah, it has a nice range, and it's low initially and high later. Shuriken, said to have been used by a Japanese ninja. They can be thrown one after another. Rolling shuriken, a shuriken that rolls along the ground and tears through enemies as it rolls. Earth spear, a spear made from a special metal. It can pierce through the ground, and spear-shaped light shoots down.
It was only used once, and it was used really weird. You attacked one little devil thing to move some...
Right. That is correct.
Yeah.
Flare gun, which I've used to solve several puzzles.
Yes.
Shoots fireballs straight above after filling the tube with gunpowder. The bomb is powerful blast, but sure does pack a punch. Careful though, as it will damage the professor as well. There are a few locations where we could bomb some walls and get some other stuff, including the gold that Shane asked us to get last time. The chakram is a weapon that returns after being thrown. Manage to catch it and you won't lose ammo. We use that to solve one puzzle. Caltrops, weapon that you scatter behind you. Any enemies that step on scattered pieces take damage. Seemed very useless until I worked out you could use it to damage boost through Tiamat's attack. Angel shield, this has replaced our previous shield. There's also another shield I could have acquired and didn't. A shield that can block bullets from almost all enemies. The Angel Shield's unique property is, unlike the previous shields, it never breaks, and you never your stance never breaks while holding it, so you don't ever need to re-equip it. You just stop everything forever.
Is that true? I thought when you were fighting Beelzebub, it was breaking every time you stood on the ground.
Nope.
And it was only when you jumped and were hit by fewer that you didn't break.
No, I think I was getting hit by a bee that was going either above or below it.
Okay.
Hand scanner, the first item we acquired, a small scanner. These are the usable item category. A small scanner used in conjunction with the laptop. Allows text on various tablets to be scanned and read. We can also use this to examine things in the dungeon. We've used this item 1,000 times over, probably dozens of times, not dozens of times, 2 or 3 times in every room in the game, of which there are probably about 200. The Jed Pillar, this lets us cast spells. It is a relic that can manipulate spells. Use it with the item button and you can chant a spell. The Mini Doll, a doll used to prove that you are a little man. Equip this to indicate your dwarf status. As I said, we got this in the Gate of Illusion from somebody who said we should use it to prove we're small, or a tablet said we needed to prove we were small, and somebody gave us the doll. We took it here to the mausoleum of the giants and then took it back, and it made a wall disappear. Magatama Jewel is an artifact that is used to recall the wisdom of the ancient times. Used with the item button and set it in its proper place. We used this twice recently, earlier in the stream. One to raise a pillar near the entrance to hell. One to activate the virtual wise man in the same location where we raised the pillar. And then we were able to record the words of the virtual wise man, which were the mantra software. The cog of the souls is part of an ancient contraption used with the item button to set in its proper place. We use this to turn on the machine that created life. Started making those clay guys pop out in the chamber of birth, and we also used it on a couple of puzzles in there, just random locations where we needed to show it. Lamp of Time is a lamp that can control time, used with the item button to momentarily stop time. Single use charge, it stops time. We used it to solve a puzzle. We tried to use it to beat a boss, but it didn't seem to help very much. Yeah. The Pochette key, the golden key we were stuck looking for a while, a key that can activate an ancient machine. Used with an item button to insert the key, we use this to turn on the machine, the flying machine we used to fight Palanque. We also used it to solve a few miscellaneous puzzles in the Chamber of Birth. Dragon Bone, shaped like the head of a certain dragon statue, used with the item button to set it in its proper place. We put this in a location that appeared on our map in the Shrine of the Mother, the location we are now, and we're not in the Shrine of the Mother anymore. In the Shrine of the Mother, but it made some of the walls disappear, and then we could navigate it more freely. Crystal Skull, chiseled in the shape of a skull, used with the item button to unlock a seal in a certain place. The only thing we've used this for, well, we've used it for two things. It solved miscellaneous puzzles in the Chamber of Birth, but we also used it to open up that passage above the statue of Neptune that let us get the final, I think the final tablet that let us translate the complex La Mulana script. Medicine of the Mind is a yellow medicine stored in the vessel. This is what we just also recently acquired, solving the Three Spirits puzzle, and it might be the Elixir of Life, but we're not sure. Pepper is the perfect spice for meat dishes. We can use it with the item button to sprinkle some pepper. We use this to make a statue in the Gate of Guidance sneeze out a treasure chest, which we gave to a kind of an asshole who traded it for an anchor. Maternity statue is a statue shaped like a pregnant woman. Use it with the item button to unlock a certain seal. We use this to get the ocarina. We also used it on several miscellaneous puzzles in Chamber of Birth. The Key of Eternity is a key that can unlock the seals in the Endless Corridor, and press the item button to insert the key. We use this to complete each floor of the Endless Corridor, and also on some miscellaneous puzzles in the Chamber of Birth. Serpent Staff, a staff with a snake decoration called around it. We had to hold this to defeat the demon Argus, the blue creature with many eyes all over its body, which is how we got the double jump. And the Mulana Talisman is a protective charm guarded by the Elder Tribe. It can open cursed chests, so we need to hold this while we're whipping chests that have a weird aura around them, or else we take damage. Or maybe die, I'm not sure. Haven't done it in a while. We have our trusty laptop. We've upgraded it once, so we have the Mobile Super X2, which has more memory than the Mobile Super X. These are all the passives now. Waterproof case lets us use the laptop while we're in the water. Heatproof case lets us use it while we're in the lava, although we did seem to be able to use it once while we were in the lava without this, so that might not actually be necessary. The shell horn makes tones when we trigger a trap or solve a puzzle. It's a large shell fashioned into a horn that plays a strange melody when you solve mysteries in the ruins. The gloves are gloves that beef up your upper body strength. Block pushing speed increases. Let's just push blocks twice as fast. Grapple Claw, a tool said to be used by a ninja, scales walls like a pro. This is what lets us cling onto and push off of walls. The helmet keeps your head safe and sound, no more being washed away by a waterfall. For some reason, the helmet prevents us from being moved around by water currents. The Crucifix protects us against ghost attacks. Since we've collected it, whenever we bump into a ghost, they get destroyed and we take no damage. Isis's pendant is something we needed to prove, is a proof of our worthiness for the Queen of the Fairies. We collected this and shared it with her, and that's what made the fairy lights appear in the dungeon. The Holy Grail lets us warp. The Bronze Mirror let us go through the gates that connect the front and the back of the ruins. The Eye of Truth, I should be reading the description, sorry, it says a mirror made of polished bronze. You can open gates which are closed, gain passage within the ruins. The Holy Grail says enables you to warp to the same Holy Grail tablet point. It seems to be filled with strange power. The Eye of Truth, when we collected it, we could see the invisible enemies called something like Abba Kwe Bo or something like that. We could also see a few deises that were previously hidden, or it may have not just existed. It says a stone slate engraved with the eye stone slate engraved with eye designs supposedly have the power to see things that are not normally visible. The ring is armor that is passed down by a weapons master and increase your manually skills, make you better at throwing weapons. I don't know what it does. It might let you have 2 weapons out at the same time or something like that. The Scale Sphere is a phantom fish dwells within this crystal. It eliminates poison damage while inside water. This lets us be in water and not have our health constantly tick down. The Gauntlet is armor that is said to have belonged to the god of weapons. Increased melee attack speed when equipped. This doubled our attack speed. The Book of the Dead said you need this to travel to the afterlife and conceal the powers of Anubis, the god of death. When we encountered Anubis, we couldn't damage him, and his attack and his minions' attacks dealt a slot of damage, and then Mulbrook gave this to us, and we could damage him, and his attacks no longer dealt slots of damage. The feather gives us the double jump. The offering from the village of departure grants the double jump ability. The Philosopher's Ocarina is an ocarina chiseled from stone and belonged to the 4 philosophers. Once we collected this, the philosophers who had previously been stone turned back into people, and we could talk to them. The plane model, a gold airplane model, its power will cause the statue of the goddess of deceit to disappear. So we collected this, and it made the 2 statues at the top of the Tower of the Goddess disappear, so we could access the exits that were beneath them. The anchor is an anchor wrought from a rare stone and sinks swiftly into the murky deep just by holding us. This let us sink in the water that either was heavy or had a current that was pushing us upward. Fairy Clothes. These duds have been infused with fairy power. Cuts the damage of Progressive receives in half. That does what it says on the box. The scriptures are a book with spells that will slightly block evil powers. Bats will no longer cause you damage. This makes this mean bats. Hermes boots, footwear said to have been donned by a legendary hero. Increase walking speed. That is something required early in the game, and let us walk twice as fast. Or maybe not twice as fast, significantly faster. Very useful. The Fruit of Eden is a gold-shaped fruit. It's gold-shaped into fruit. Said to be needed to enter paradise. This is what we needed to access Eden. Or maybe see through the illusion in Eden that made it turn into the Gate of Illusion. Oops. One more row. Sorry, this is taking a while. The Twin Statue is a stone statue of the legendary twins. It can break the seal of the twins. So we needed this in order for the dais to appear for us to link up the disconnected side of the twins and also remove the poison gas from the lab. The Ice Cape with its frosty cloak. With this frosty cloak fashioned from ice, even a dip in the lava will deal only minimal damage. This minimized the damage we took while falling in the lava. Dimensional Key is a relic made from a strange material. With this, you can weaken the powers of the Twisted Dimension. We needed this in order to defeat Tiamat's children. They were immortal before we collected them. Or they would come back from the dead, because Tiamat sealed away the power of time or something like that. The Spalder enhances our weapon, leaving a trail of holy energy with a swing. This added aura around of our weapon that gives it a bigger hitbox, but with less damage in that hitbox. The Perfume is a perfume from ancient times. With this, you can defeat skeleton-type enemies with one blow. Again, it says what's on the tin. It does what's on the says on the tin. And the Bracelet is an item with mysterious powers. With this, you can smash the pots in the ruins with one blow. We have 4 rune seals. The Birth Seal, which is a stone tablet with the writing that describes the beginning, lets you destroy corresponding wall seals. They all have the same description. So, origin, birth, life, death, and these are the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4 also in Mulana script. So that's our item. That's what we can do. Actually, how much money do I have? Not very many. So there is I can buy a gun on the surface too, and add that to our sub weapons. If that's something y'all are into, but I need to actually save them looking for it. Let me go see how much it cost. Yes, 100. Actually, I'm pretty close to buying it. So we could save up for and buy that gun. And that would be a sub-weapon. I think it goes between these two. So it could be that I also don't have one sub-weapon. And it also could be, I think this is less likely to be that I don't have a seal as well. But otherwise my inventory would be full. What are you guys thinking? We got about 8 minutes left tonight.
I don't know.
I will say that it does make sense that death is the last seal, because there's probably not something that comes after death. I am still iffy on the words, the solution of life that you got from the birth and death chanting.
Okay.
There are multiple colors. I think that's still worth collecting some data points.
Do you want me to go, like, do a different wrong solution?
What I would like you to do is to only cast birth to the far one and not death to any of the others.
Okay, I think it won't do anything, but we will verify that.
Okay.
I think the puzzle doesn't complete until you...
See, that would be useful to know too. Like if you have to do all three, that limits the number of options you have
Yes.
to 8.
My
Talk to the
daydream.
philosopher.
Go ahead.
Says, what's the matter? Is that the wrong elixir? Should you like to swap elixirs? Let us first return to the spirits. You have overcome all the barriers we have laid before you. You should be able to choose the correct elixir. Return the elixir. Yes, please. I return the elixir. You're truly the chosen one. You must choose the right answer with your own hands. Okay, so now we have reacquired. Oh, interesting. It says we still have the medicine. I thought we wouldn't at this point. But the spirits should be back. Go ahead, say your thing, Shane.
The glowing crucifixes look like the doors that will be taken to do all the stuff we got to do now. And it seems like opening those should be one of the first things we can do now. So if it's not attached to the first mantras, then it should be attached to this goblet that we are now using. So I'm thinking if we what I'm making up in my head is that we'll get the correct goblet, and then we'll be able to use that on the crucifixes, and that'll open up the puzzles that we'll need to solve next.
So now there's nothing coming out of here. And you want me to say what word to this?
Nothing. I want you to only say birth to the farthest one.
Okay, and we can do that.
And leave these two alone.
I'll say birth.
And then see if it's pouring any liquids.
It is not.
Okay, well that means at least there's only 8 possibilities.
What if I just say birth to everybody?
Yeah.
Oh. Can't say birth to more than one. Interesting.
Try again.
Well, then we have done... Let me see if I can leave the zone and come back and respond.
Whip the other two. You've said birth to one, now just whip the other two. Not the... Now fall in the lava. Good.
Alright. No, come on. They just come right back. Oh, I guess they don't.
Ooh.
Well, I was only one screen away, so maybe inconclusive. Yeah, they just come back. Nada. Alright, let me leave this zone and come back and see if the fairies respond. Because if I continue this clue, that will be the air quotes correct solution. So it might be that there's only 3 solutions to this puzzle. Fairies did not come back. So you want me to go for the other solution, which would be saying life to the middle one?
Yeah, let's see if that's really our only choice. Because that, yeah, would certainly narrow things down.
Okay. We will try that.
Confirm that I'm overcomplicating this.
So we got a yellow one and a red one, or was it magenta?
It did say red.
One thing I just observed. Looks like I have to complete the puzzle. Oops. No, I said get repeated. I have to get the right solution before we get the solution. So what I was about to say was I observed that I know that the red jewel is used to activate the ox, or sometimes it's referred to as a red light, and the crucifixes are now glowing with red light. I don't know if that's significant.
Call it pink.
Connection I'm making. That's true. It's kind of pink. Go back to statue. The Tower of the Goddess. We're about out of time for tonight, so this will probably be the last thing we do. We'll take a few steps, but we'll complete this cycle to get the other incorrect answer we believe to this puzzle, just to see what that does.
If there are really only 3 options, then we know that the fairies are the ones who have this correct symbol of life. So that if these are only options, then the yellow one must be correct.
I like that when you cast, you don't really have to be very near them. That leads me to believe that casting spells just rune-based, nothing else.
So we have recollected the correct one. Now we're going to go tell the philosopher that we screwed it up. Oh, I can teleport out of here now. Oh, that's so good. I've been doing it the long way. More benefit for beating Tiamat.
You keep dodging that bat. You don't need to.
That's true. I agree. You can call me out for that.
Stop dodging bats. No, it's your reflex. I know it's impossible to just turn that on and off.
So I'm going to do this. We're going to say life to the middle one. Is that what remains? Does that seem right? Okay. I'm actually going to say death to the other 2 first. See if I can say death to the middle one. Maybe I can kill all of them. I can kill all of them. That's interesting. I couldn't say life to more than one.
Oh, but it
And I I guess they don't come back. I guess
Go one more room, because last time they didn't come back when you were only one room away.
That's true. Let me completely leave the zone. That should be a hard reset, I think.
At least we know one entirely
Okay,
wrong solution.
okay. They did come back.
Do not death them all. That is wrong.
I'll leave the other. So this is incorrect solution number 2.
The green one?
Is cyan. So they are like cyan, magenta, and yellow, I think. And this one says it's a green medicine stored in the vessel.
I think that it's the color of the one you cast Birth on, because that one lit up green when you cast Birth on it.
I think they all do they not? We'll have to review the video on that one.
I wasn't paying attention.
But anyway, I now have a green, we think, incorrect elixir. And it seems like we can only create 3 different colored elixirs. But
Go pour this one on a glowing crucifix.
On any glowing crucifix?
Yeah.
Any glowing crucifix.
This one's actually pretty easy to get to.
Those strike me as the first thing that we should be able to do now. This is okay. Yep, nothing.
I think I have examined the mission. It says crusts that can be found at various locations, all are placed at a later time. I just do not know. It looks like a shuriken. Here, I'll throw a shuriken at it.
But you said the clue says it connects the front and back.
Yeah, let me
The
see if I have
seen
that
and
one.
The unseen,
Oh, it connects the seen and the unseen.
Seen and the unseen.
and that the unseen is not something we've done before, and there's got to be some entry-level puzzle where we can turn these on, and it'll give us a whole new spate of options to go through.
Well, all right, we're a little over time, so I'm gonna head back to the surface and I'll do a save in a. Do we have a backup save for a reason? Is there a reason not to
For the
overwrite?
water.
Oh, I still have that one. That's this guy. But can
Yep.
I just overwrite this? Or I remember we made a save. Oh, that was just to save some time when we were doing a puzzle. So we
Yep.
can get rid of that. All right. I will overwrite that, and we'll call it for this week. And I'm sure now that we're actually into the part of the game where we're solving puzzles, we'll maybe chat in Discord and see if we can come up with something for next week.
Okay.
Thanks, guys. See you next week.
Have a good night.
Ciao.